won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 27, Murray eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers sliding out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Then it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line.
53, come on. 53, check.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and 3.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check, nickel. Hey, shit. Watch twist. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 3 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Zane Gonzalez to kick
now
it.
After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
29-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Colts nothing.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
that looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Murray now. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And that'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
180, 115.
On first down, Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Out to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
This is Mack on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They run the counter. It's Mack. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st down. Operating from the gun. Rivers.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off 4.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are coming out.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, CD, let's take a moment here and get your thoughts just on Week 1 in general. Certainly no shortage of storylines, but I'm curious, after 1 week, which teams really caught your eye?
Well, teams with continuity certainly did. Kansas City, the defending champions, they were sharp in their season opener, as was Baltimore, who, of course, has title aspirations, getting upset in the playoffs last year. How about a couple of big surprises? What about Washington coming back from a big deficit against Philadelphia at home, getting a win for head coach Ron Rivera? What a big game for them. And, of course,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down
just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Rivers now from the 50. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. They'll throw again. Rivers. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Carrier. TJ Carey on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he is out of bounds here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Back again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 21, Colts 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
For Indianapolis.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Murray to throw. It's complete to Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Rivers pass.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brings up third down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the Colts first down.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On third down, Rivers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught at the 25. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Second and 12, operating from the 39.
To throw, it's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. Larry Fitzgerald, no stranger to making big plays in overtime. I know you remember, Charles, divisional round 2015. Fitzgerald took a 75-yard pass to the 5 and then scored on a shovel pass to beat Green Bay.
That was something, wasn't it? And when it comes to Larry Fitzgerald, when I think of overtime, I always think big moments. This is a bigger stage. and it never bothers Larry Fitzgerald. In fact, he rises to it.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
3rd and 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Today's final
partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. flag on the play. Hold up, that's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play.